Alright, let's read the extended response question. Ryan is taking a group of 21 students to a play. Each ticket costs $13. Food for the trip costs $4. So A, what would be a total cost for one student to go on the field trip? Show work. B, how much will Ryan pay for the tickets and food for everyone, including himself? C, explain how you got your answer to part B. So let's go ahead and do CC Cub on everything. So we'll go ahead and start with the introduction here. Ryan is taking a group of 21 students to the play. Each ticket costs $13. Food for the trip cost $4. So we've circled all the important numbers. So let's go and cross out unnecessary information. There is no unnecessary information. Alright, so let's underline the question. What would be the total cost for one student to go on the field trip? Here's another number. Show your work. Alright, let's box in what it's asking us. What would and show work. Alright, let's look at B. No numbers to circle, nothing to cross out, so let's underline the question. How much will Ryan pay for the tickets and food for everyone, including himself? So how much is what we would box in. So we're seeing, so he has to pay for everyone, so that's important, including himself. So I'm just going to write out to the side right here. There would be a total of 22 people going on this field trip, including Ryan. And then C, explain how you got your answer to part B. Alright, box in explain. Alright, so let's go ahead and solve this problem today. Remember, always label your paper in extended response and short answer. So A, what would be the total cost for one student to go on the field trip? Show your work. Alright, so let's see. Let's look back to the question and see. Tickets cost $13 and food costs $4. Alright, so that's going to be a simple addition problem. So let's set up an equation with a variable. 13 plus 4 equals, I'm going to put a dollar sign today. So let's solve for the dollar sign. Dollar sign equals 17. So the answer for part A would be $17. Now let's look at B. How much will Ryan pay for the tickets and food for everyone, including himself? So from A, we figured out that food and the trip would cost $17. Now we need to figure out that we said before that there were 22 people, including Ryan. So let's set up an equation with a variable. You would have 17 times 22 equals, let's just say X. Alright. So let's go ahead and solve our basic multiplication facts. 2 times 1 would be 2. 2 times 1 would be 2. 2 times 7 would be 14. And finally, 2 times 7 would be 14. Let's say the places together. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So what goes in, first we need to cross out our numbers because we no longer need those. So let's add our ones place. The sum would be 4. Let's add our tens place. The sum would be 7. Let's add our hundreds place. The sum would be 3. And let's add our thousands place. The sum would be 0. So the total cost for everyone to go on the field trip, including Ryan, would be $374. Now let's look at C. Explain how you got your answer to part B. First, I'm going to make a quick outline of the process I went through in order to get my explanation. So there were 21 students that went on the field trip and 1 teacher. That makes a total of 22 people going on the field trip. Next, I know that tickets cost $13 for each person and food costs $4 for each person, so I added those together to get a sum of $17. Finally, I multiplied the total number of people, 22, times the total cost, 17. So 22 times 17 would equal X. There's my equation with a variable. And then once I multiplied those numbers together, I had a total cost for everyone to go on the field trip to be $374. So remember, for tomorrow's extended response competition, you need to take all of this that we just did right here. This is basically showing your work. What I will need you to do tomorrow on your extended response is to write this all out in words explaining how you arrived at your answer for Part B. Good luck tomorrow.